Well, I think we talked about how at the end of the day, our confidence is in the Lord himself, which is our confidence is in the divine. But we also have to admit there's a lot of humanity involved in the Mass too, right? That's our own ability to offer that invitation, the other's ability to receive it, the humanity of the priest or the musicians or whatever else it may be that rambunctious 5-year-old 3 pews up from you is like, just give him some Cheerios. He'll be fine. Okay.
After mashing them into the pew.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of humanity involved in this as well. So like, let's not be afraid of that.
Yeah.
Right. And that's okay. So if you find yourself a little more introverted or things like that, or you don't, I mean, it's like, I don't want to bring up religion, right? You know, sex, religion, politics. Those are the 3 things you don't talk about in polite company. I have a great friendship with this person. I don't want to scare them off. I don't want them to think I'm a religious zealot or something. It's like, but your faith is very important to you. Mm-hmm. Why not share the good things? And does this person not, do you think that this other individual isn't worthy of hearing the gospel, isn't worthy of knowing Jesus in his fullness? And so once again, it's like, let's overcome these things, right? There is always going to be fear. There's always going to be obstacles, but it takes a tremendous amount of courage, right, to overcome evil. And that's a specific type of courage, but let's be courageous to see that this other person across from us actually is worthy of getting to know their Lord, who loves this person so desperately that he gave his life on the cross for that person. And am I afraid to say, I think you should know him too, and I think you should be in his presence too. And I think that's one of the things that helps us to overcome, because there's going to be a lot of humanity that hold us back from that, and maybe rightly so. Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
I think it's good to be sensitive. Okay, like an invitation can be or seem arbitrary. Like, well, I was thinking about bread because we passed great harvests, and now I'm thinking about Eucharistic bread. Would you like to join me for a Eucharistic bread experience? It's like, whoa, okay.
Like our transitions in these episodes.
Exactly. Yeah. Or it might seem artificial, like it just might seem inorganic for any number of reasons. And so I think that like that's an opportunity for us to pray, ask the Lord for genuine opportunities, and that our invitations would be the fruit of genuine love, rather than like a kind of spirit of conquest or like domination, or a spirit of, I was encouraged to do this, so I should acquit myself of my responsibility. I had a sweet experience of this, not necessarily with Mass, but the proclamation of the gospel this summer. So Father Ephraim Reese, our confrere, really loves doing house preaching and setting up house preaching, where it's like you got a couple or flatmates who have evangelical hearts, and you say, all right, invite some people who you want to know the Lord or to know the Lord better, and then tell me what you want me to preach about. And so he's done this in a variety of places, but we were assigned together this summer in Vienna.
Right.
And our friend Stephanie, basically did that for a squad. So she studied psychology and she worked in this particular whatever business. And so she had friends from a variety of places who don't know the Lord or don't want to know the Lord, or maybe are kind of on the way to knowing the Lord and wanting to know the Lord. And so she invited a bunch of them, and it was sweet. And the thing is, like, she didn't sell them a bill of goods. She didn't deceive them. She didn't say anything that wasn't true. It was like, do you have an openness to this? Because it's going to be preaching by priests, and they're going to talk about Jesus. Would you be interested in that? And it wasn't like you don't have to, no pressure, nothing. Because it's like you don't have to diminish it as you present it. You can be like, I'd love for this, but like my love for you isn't contingent upon your saying yes to this invitation. But people do want to commit. Like, people do want to engage at some level in their life.
Yeah.
And so if we're constantly backing away, then they too are going to back away. But they want to advance. They want to take a step. And so you can offer this as an opportunity to do just that, as the fruit of a genuine love, a genuine solicitude, but in clear terms, so it's not like I'm hoodwinking you or tricking you or shunk, whatever. Father Jacob Bertrand.
Father Gregory.
A Dominican, a Franciscan, and a Jesuit walk into a bar. One of them asks the audience to subscribe. That's not a joke. Any ways you can improve upon it?
Just don't tell jokes.
Right. This is not a joke. Please subscribe. Cheers.